the science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the worst image, but I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance.
The man.
I Selassie, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable, Stanley West McPherson. March the 10th, 2020. We're live in the studio on Pegasus, Channel 13. Cable, TV, cable network, Spectrum. We're live in the studio, 7:30. You can call in tonight. You might have something to say, or you might want to get in on a discussion tonight. Area code 607-272-0319. But if you miss tonight, we have a broadcast 6 days a week. We are working around your schedule. Day or night, hey, you can catch the program, okay? And Pegasus also has a website where you can get the show and previous shows. So we also on Pegasus, and we're on Twitter, social medias, Google, Facebook, YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, okay? So you can subscribe or leave your comments, and you can watch tonight's show and previous shows. And guess what? We're on all of the social medias. So hey, the Instagram, Reddit, blog, linkage. Guess what? We're there, and you can get the show. And if you don't have cable, a lot of people don't have Spectrum, cable TV network, we can send you a direct link. Yes, a link to your phone or your tablet, but you can get the show. We want to let you know, hey, that we are here to help you get out of poverty. I want to give a shout out to my grandkids. Let them know, hey, right now school is out. That disease is up. The virus is out. So school is out. So hey, learn at home. You know what to do. Do your blocks and center blocks and all that stuff. Count blocks. You know what to do. Kids, y'all know what to do. Y'all run around and play. Well, count and do your homework as well. Okay? So I just want to let them know, storm and sunshine, keep up the good work. Also, I want to give a shout out to all my ladies. Julie Cash, California. Nina K, California. Also, Andrea Rachi, Japanese woman. And also Jasmine, a Syrian woman. Also, Kendra H, New York. And also Sunshine, Baltimore, Maryland. And Rosadar S, New York. Also Pimplia in Australia. Yes, he's in Australia. Also, we have Angel Eyes, California. Also, Lisa Airy from Miami. Yes. And Monica, VVS. Yes. She runs it all around Paris, and she's going everywhere. So, hey, do you. And Chela from the Bronx. Chelasway. Gotta keep up the good work. Do you. Don't let nobody tell you how to do you. And be safe. Also, we want to give a shout out to those that watch, okay, our network, whether we be on Instagram, all the social medias, where we be on Spectrum. We want to let you know we see you, okay, and we are here to help you. So you keep watching, okay, and we will help you this year, 2020. Also here with me in the studio, co-host Milton, Webb. Milton, how you doing?
I'm doing it, Stan. What's up, man?
All right.
How you doing today?
Good, good.
All right, everybody out there, look, check this out. You know that virus is running wild and rapid. That's what they say. Okay, so you got to make sure you protect yourself. Wash your hands. Sanitize them. Stop putting your hands in your face. That means don't be digging in your nose. All right, look, you got to do all of this stuff in order to be straight and to be right. So we're best to have you here with us than not to be, because everybody makes up this world. All right, they got something out here now that's trying to take us out of it. So be careful, be safe with what you do, and wash your children's hands and all of that stuff. Sanitize them, let them get it right. Explain to them what it is, because a lot of people's not telling people what it is. They're not telling their children what it is. They're not letting them know. Well, let them know, just because they're children. They need to know, because this stuff is just happening to us, it's happening to them too. So when it comes right down to it, don't keep your kids in the dark. Tell them about this coronavirus. Now, I just went and bought me some Lysol the other day, and I spray my house 3-4 times a day, okay? My doorknobs, everything. My car, everything, all right? Because it helps. A lot of people say, oh, that don't do nothing, but it helps. So pay attention to what's going on and how it's happening, all right? And sit back and listen to what we say, because there's going to be some things coming up, and it's going to be critical to all people out there. See, we just ain't doing things just for certain people. We're doing it for all people, because we all are people. So when it comes right down to it, pay attention, because if you don't pay attention, you're going to miss something. And then you're going to be asking us to back it up and go back and this and that and that and this. And we will do that for you, but if you pay attention, you get it right now. The times that you be trying to ask us to back it up and to go back and see about it, you could have been acting on it. So pay attention, because we got it, and we're letting you know about it. All right, Stanley, let's kick this thing off.
Lately, like for about 4 or 5 days, they had messed up my radio broadcasting system. All right, they shut the whole frequency, the airwaves down. Okay, they was tampering with it. And now I know why they did it. Okay, before, the first time they did it, they didn't want me to hear, because I heard it the day before that the CIA was selling hardware, software. They were selling software to companies, and they were selling the software, but they also was using the software to spy on people, to get their information. It was a sneak and peek, and somebody was bringing it out on the radio. There was a program, they was bringing it out, and they was telling what companies and how many companies and who was the company. And so they shut the whole radio system down, broadcast, because they didn't want nobody to hear it. They didn't want nobody to know that. So they shut the radio broadcast system down for like 5 days. Oh yes, I counted, because I was waiting for the program, and I know who did it, okay? You see? And this is how they do things when they want to cut information off from you, okay? Then something else happened in the same process, so as they cut that, they had to keep it off for this. And this was, some of the congressmen got that virus. They were shaking hands, they was overseas, people were, I guess they were sneezing and whatever, they were coughing on them, and they brought it back here, okay? And then the commander-in-chief They said they touched him. You know, so hey, we telling you, protect yourself, because I told you they brought that here. Somebody came here with it, they let it through, and that is to control population. But what they didn't know was that this virus is not discriminating on no one. This virus, this disease, is trying to take anybody and everybody out it can get its hands on. That means as it goes through, it can get you. So I'm telling you, hey, so they're cutting the communication, they're cutting the frequency, they're the radio, TV, whatever it is, they don't want to put certain things out there, okay? So I'm telling you, you better have more than the radio, megahertz. You better have something else to hear what's going on. Don't forget, they can shut your phone down with GPS, okay? So, and they got Skynet up there. Chinese got Skynet, so that can shut our GPS down. That can shut our bank's account down. That can shut everything down, okay? So you need to be aware of what's going on. But what we trying to tell you, last week, I told you I forgot my mask, okay? So a lot of people, they thinking that if you got the mask, you got it. No, that's wrong. You need to have the mask. And we are telling you, you need to have this mask because guess what? This mask can protect you. This mask can protect you from getting this stuff, okay? And I'm telling you, some of them, they got it, okay? They got this stuff. And if they had this mask, they could have been protected, even if they, elbowed somebody or this and that, or the crowd, on a plane, a bus, train, people coughing and breathing. You got your mask, you protected, okay? And certain things you got to do. So, yeah, I got my mask on, okay? And when you see people with masks on, that don't mean they got it. It means that they don't want it. That's what it means.
That's exactly what it means.
So we are telling you,
you got to protect yourself.
You need to have on your mask. And this time, I'm carrying my mask everywhere I go. It's going to be in my bag, in the car, everywhere, okay? So you need to protect yourself and wear your mask, okay? So if you got Halloween costume from last year, you got a mask, you need to go in the closet and get it. If you got the whole suit, all is well. But if you got that mask from last year, you better use it. Because it ain't no costume mask. It's a life mask now.
This ain't no costume.
Okay, so we're telling you that you need to have your mask on, protect yourself. So I ain't playing. The congressmen, they making it public now that they got this stuff. Okay, they went on CNN and all of these different stations and talk about they're exposed to it. They got to quarantine them. Hey, I'm not trying to hear none of that. You see what I'm saying? No, they brought it over here, okay? Somebody made that disease. They was plucking and messing around, and they made that, okay? Because that just didn't come out of nowhere. They made that, and they brought that over here. Somebody came over here with it in the United States. So I don't care how many walls you want to build, how much money you're talking about keeping out foreigners. That disease came right here, and it didn't come over the wall either. And it didn't come from Texas. It came from, somebody came right over here from off a plane, okay? And they brought it here. That's what they did. So we're telling you to protect yourself. Hey, you got to wear a mask. So don't beat people up because they got a mask. They don't mean they got it. Because you see a lot of people that panicking and they thinking the people that got a mask is the one that got it. But that's not true. The one that's got the mask is the ones that's protecting themselves from getting it. And that's why they got a mask. And so we got a mask, and we're telling you too, get your mask. If it's in the closet, get it out of there.
You know, so when you sit down and you look at it, you know, you see people walk around with those little surgical masks on and stuff like that there. You know, they're trying to protect themselves. They're not trying to give you nothing because they're not going to let the people that got that virus walk around. So therefore, don't be attacking the people that's wearing a mask, all right? Whether it's a mask like this or whether it's a surgical mask. Let them go ahead about their business and you go ahead about yours. But when it comes right down to it, everybody needs to protect themselves. And like I say, a lot of these people that's walking around with those masks on, that don't mean they got it.
That's right.
Because if they had it, you wouldn't be able to see them. Because they'd be in the hospital. They'd be sitting up there getting treatment. So don't be messing with the people that got the mask on because they're trying not to get it.
And the people that got it is the ones that sneezing and coughing in the opening. In the opening. They're doing that. And you got to do like this and protect yourself and you got to put your mask on. Those are the ones that's got it because you can tell who got it because you can see what they do in the opening. Okay? And don't cover their mouth or put a napkin on their face or cover in a handkerchief or something. Sneeze in a handkerchief or cough in a handkerchief. They're doing it in the opening, in the air. And so you can be exposed to it. Okay? Those are the ones you can see off the top that can give you this stuff. Those are the ones you need to be aware of. Not the ones that got a mask on because they ain't trying to get nothing nor trying to give you anything. Okay? So, hey, you need to be careful and, you need to have the Lysol, like Milton said, the Lysol. You need to have the hand wipes, gloves, all kind of stuff. Keep gloves on you. Hey, listen, don't be touching these doorknobs because it's public now. Public, it's a public place. People is filthy. They don't even wash their hands when they come from the restroom. That's crazy. All that stuff is disease. People is filthy. They don't want to clean themselves. If you got to tell somebody to take care of their hygiene, guess what? Get away from them. You don't need to be around them. Because I shouldn't need to be telling you to take care of yourself. You need to be already known to take care of yourself because of this virus, this disease is out here. So, guess what? I'm away. Yeah, I talked to you from long distance, way back here or something. Oh, you'll call. My sister, she gave me a great idea. She said, listen, I don't talk to him no more. I call him. Hey, what's up? See, that's my older sister. So when she say things, that's wisdom. I take advice. Hey, exactly. Call him. Hey, what's happening? Hey, yo, what? Nah, that's not so. Bye-bye. Have a great one. Call him. That's it. You want to talk, but all that and contact stuff, no more. Okay? It's dangerous out here. People not taking care of themselves. You got to take care of yourself because ain't nobody else going to do it for you.
That's right. So you got to sit there and be, like I said, you got to be careful. You got to take care of yourself. You got to go through the motions, then go through the motions because it's better to go through the motions than not have motion at all. Mm-hmm. So therefore, like I say, take care of yourself. Wash your kids' hands, all that. Because kids are going to be kids. They're going to play. They don't know. But, try to explain it to them the best you can. But when it comes right down to it, you have to educate your children because nobody's going to do it for you. And you have to get educated in this situation. So therefore, go ahead and do what you got to do. But remember one thing, all right? Somebody brought this here. Yes, somebody brought this to the United States. And you can't tell me some of them higher up people didn't know about it. Mm-hmm. This ain't just happening in the United States. It's just not happening in China. It's not happening in Korea. It's happening all over the world. All right? So that's telling you something. Somebody's scared of something.
Yeah.
Somebody is trying to get away with something.
Uh-huh.
So what you need to do is be careful. Educate yourself because you got people think you don't know nothing. They think Stanley and I don't know nothing. All the research and all the stuff that we do. Oh, they're not with it. They don't know. We know. That's why we're telling you. All right? So you got to take heed and listen to what we say. And if you don't want to, hey, that's on you. We ain't going to beat you down. But what we is going to tell you, hey, be careful, listen. And it ain't just us telling this stuff. So you need to listen to everybody that's walking and talking. Everybody that's breathing, not coughing. That's what you need to do. So,
and the people are dying. Yeah. The doctors and stuff that's the Central Disease and Control, some of them people that's testing this stuff didn't make it, okay? But they not telling y'all that, though. Some of them people didn't make it because some of them people that even in China that was working on the stuff died, okay? They died in the process of working on it, trying to get an antidote and this and that. They dead, but they didn't want nobody to know this stuff. So a lot of people have died from this stuff here, even those that trying to get a vaccine and try to find out what make it work and who can be exposed to it or who's susceptible to it or what. They are not making it. So and they lock some countries down. They say, no, you can't come in here. They lock some countries down because they don't want no one to come in there traveling. So if you're traveling and going to certain countries, they might tell you no, go back to where you came from. And they are not letting you in their country because they do not want that stuff in there. And that's how detrimental and pandemic this stuff is, okay? This is a Pandora box that was been opened. And this is serious, okay? And I told you before, this is population control, okay? That's what this is. This is the control of population. That's why it's spreading like this abroad, different places, this and that, okay? I thought God is in control of population and everything and all that. You want man to be in control? Well, the scripture said, when man make his own invention, he will be destroyed by his own invention. And that's what it seems like it is, because somebody made this. So now they're being destroyed by their own invention, because they made this stuff in a lab, okay? And they sent it over here, all right? People walking through the airport and all these other places. They ain't walked through with a gun. They ain't walked through with a knife. They walked through with a disease, okay? And it passed the metal detector. And they came in the country with it. They got exposed. They exposed someone else, you, and then they passed it off to somebody else. And then they died, and somebody else. It's like passing a baton when you're running. Give somebody else the baton, and you done. They take on. Well, that's what this disease is doing. Somebody brought it in. They passed it to somebody else, and somebody else is carrying it to somebody else. Now, he gone. That guy dead. Okay? His job was done. He passed the baton to someone else. Someone else got it. The congressmen's got it. People in other countries got it. They shaking hands and hugging. They got it. I even heard a whole church out there got it in Washington. Okay? Washington, D.C. They had to quarantine the whole church, shut the church down. They got it. See? So, listen, I'm not trying to hear none of that. You know, I got the Bible. I talk to God when I want to talk to him. I can talk to him personally. I don't need to go to that church. I can talk to him anytime I want to. I can vent to him, vent my frustrations. I can tell him, hey, I don't like what you're doing. You know, I can tell him what I want to tell him. And anytime, any kind of way, because right now I've been grieving him, okay? And because he's been grieving me. So I talk to him. I ain't got to go to that church to talk to him. I can talk to him because I got the right to talk to him. And I know how to talk to him, okay? And I got the word to talk to him through. So, hey, I'm trying to tell you people, listen, you need to protect yourself, okay? And all that seems there, it ain't. So,
hey, when you're breathing, you need your mask. When you're out there, you need to do what you need to do. Because these people that invented this thing, invented it, and trust one thing, somebody paid them to do this.
Thank you.
And I'm not saying that this, this is, like I said, it's not just happening in the United States. This is happening everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere that there's air, this is happening. This is an airborne thing. They're not trying to tell you that. But they're always trying to tell you spray Lysol. Do you wash your hands, hand sanitizer, this and that. All right? The people that's coming up with the antidote, the thing to cure you, all right? They have to start all over because that person died. They don't know what he was thinking, what he was doing, unless he was writing down and talking about it. The antidote going to take a while to get to you because everybody's dropping. So you better pay attention, all right? Just because you were somewhere, you were someplace, and it's coming at you,
Then
it's coming at you
then
good.
you got B19 mixing with that antidote. So,
Right.
hey, listen, that disease and B19 disease, all of them, they mixing together, and then after that, some other friends can come down the line. But I'm telling you, you need to have on your mask. And this is what I'm telling you. Put it on, don't care what nobody say. You need to do this. Hey, we gonna see you next week with our mask. So get yours and put it on. Bye-bye.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Get no see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youths, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Get no see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youths, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. Get no see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that.